welcome back to the Hesitant Homesteader. Today we're talking about getting a natural medicine cabinet in shape and ready to go in your house so that when we're in back to school season, we're ready to go.
Yes, we have, my boys are going back to school this year after three years of homeschooling. So we definitely have to get our game on.
Yeah. So we're going to walk you through just kind of what we have in store for our own families, what has been working for us for preventative measures to just kind of have on hand, and then also what we use as our line of defense when we start to see the sniffles or the upset tummies or whatever. We keep a lot of things on hand so that we can run to the cabinet and we have those ready to go so that we aren't turning to traditional medicine. So hang out with us and we're going to help you get yours set up as well. So our first line of defense is going to be mom being well. And we definitely are on LLV, which is the 3 vitamins here, lifelong vitality. Yes.
Yep, lifelong vitality.
We need to be well in order to take care of our own kids. So it's important that we're not forgetting to take care of ourselves.
Right.
So.
Including the vitamins that we're taking. I also, and I think Jenna is too, taking the probiotic and the DoTERRA. So this is going to be for good gut health and immunity support.
Yes, definitely important. And then our kids are going to be taking, DoTERRA has a kids line of vitamins. This is like an omega it's orange flavored. The kids really like this. And then they also have a chewable that comes with it that more of a whole food vitamin, and the kids seem to be really liking that as well, which awesome because we've had a hard time getting vitamins in them in the past. So they're actually asking for it, which is awesome.
Yes, Hudson and Harrison love the probiotic for kids too. It tastes like sugar. It's not. And we love these vitamins for the adults and the kids because they don't have anything bad in them basically. So,
yes.
And organic, they have organic stuff in them too. So
it's actually becoming a really big pet peeve of mine that every time I would go to buy the gummies that were suggested as really good healthy vitamins, that they're literally sugar coated. Like the whole vitamin was covered in sugar, and I'm like,
doesn't make sense.
I don't really want that. So while this tastes like sugar, it is not, but the kids really like it. So that's kind of ramping up their immune systems. And then I also give my kids every day elderberry. A lot of people will make their own elderberry syrup. You can pick it up at a health food store. I have found these drops on Amazon to be a really awesome addition. They have very little flavor to them. It's just a tiny bit of a fruit flavor, but I'll add it to their water or their drink and nobody even knows that it's there. So I can just kind of sneak it in. Nobody knows, and I know that it's doing a lot of good work for them too.
Yeah, I use this sparingly, but this year I need to give it to them daily.
Yeah, I was giving it to my daily, and when I did that, we had a pretty healthy year overall. The year before that, it was pretty rough. So another thing that we've been using, my chiropractor tested me, and he's like, you are really low on vitamin D, which most people are. So I have vitamin D drops, and he suggested that I just give one to my kids on their tongue every day as well. So that's another thing that we have been doing just to kind of prevent stuff.
Yeah, I definitely do the vitamin D drops through the winter.
We live in Ohio.
We live in Ohio. There's not
very much sunshine in the winter. We have lots of gray days.
No. And this definitely not only is going to help with sickness, but depression.
Yep. doTERRA also has a really great hand soap. You want to keep your hands clean, of course, through the winter. There's germs everywhere. I cannot even go through the grocery store without panicking, thinking about all the things they're putting their hands on. So this is an awesome one that doTERRA sells, and they sell a hand pump as well. This is just a couple bucks.
I like the hand pump too because
it's foam.
It's foam, and I feel like we go through less of it.
Yeah. I'm actually going to purchase a travel size foam pump because when I'm out in public and there's the typical hand soap pumps, I know too much about it now to trust using the soap, and has too many kinds of problems that are associated with it and disruptors, and So I'm going to buy a little pump and take doTERRA soap with me, just throw it in my bag and hand it to the kids whenever they have to run into the restroom. So
yeah, half the time I think, do I wash my hands or not? Because it's, yeah, what's in there is, you know, can disrupt your hormones and wouldn't be good.
Yes. So it's bad when you have to debate, do I want to get rid of the germs or not?
I usually have a hand sanitizer, which we're asked to bring hand sanitizer to school, so I just got a little bottle here, and I mixed in it witch hazel, aloe vera, and some few drops of the OnGuard protective blend inside of there. So the other thing that you can do is take this OnGuard protective blend and diffuse it. Every night I'm diffusing it in the boys' room for a while, and in our room as well. That is really helpful to get that up in the air and hopefully help with preventing some sickness as well. There's also a roller bottle of OnGuard, so you can, you know, send this to school with your kids too if you didn't want to take the hand sanitizer spray. And it just rolls on, and it's also pre-diluted.
Yeah, so you can roll that up the spine or on the bottoms of their feet. Those are the fastest ways to get it into the bloodstream and get it working. But OnGuard is an awesome product because it's pre-blended. It's a whole mix of essential oils that are known for boosting immunity and fighting off germs and sickness. So it's an awesome, awesome blend. It smells good too. So when you diffuse it, it actually smells kind of spicy and fall-like. It's a great smell.
There's cinnamon in it, eucalyptus, rosemary.
I actually really like the
wild
blend
orange
smell itself, so it's an awesome one. doTERRA actually sells a concentrate cleaner that is OnGuard as well, and this is proving to be one of my favorite products that they sell. It's a concentrate, and so you don't use very much of it at all. It's like a couple of tablespoons for a whole spray bottle. You can, Joanna has her spray bottle here, but we mix up. You can use it to spray off your countertops and clean your toilets and your bathrooms. You can create dish soap out of it and hand soap. I mean, you can do all kinds of things with this bottle of concentrate, which is amazing. They've done all kinds of studies that show that it's cleaning over 99% of the microbes and the germs. So we feel confident that it's getting rid of all the nasty stuff that the kids are tracking back into the house, and it's going to help.
Yeah, I think a lot of
stuff as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people think, oh, it's essential oils, it's not as effective. And it is. It is. There's research that shows that it is.
All right, so once our kids come home, or once we start getting a little tickle in our throat, at the very first sight or sign of there being any kind of sickness coming our way, we pull out all of the stops, because I don't want sickness going through 5 kids. It takes a really long time, and it makes me housebound, and I don't like to be stuck at home for more than a couple of days because I get antsy. So I really don't want to get sick. So we really ramp up some of the things that we're doing already. I may give extra probiotics. We start really using the OnGuard and the Breathe essential oils. The Breathe is awesome for opening up airways.
Anything respiratory, I definitely will put Breathe in my room through the evening, and the boys if they're starting to get sick. There's also Breathe drops that you can get. You know, a lot of times you go to the store and I'm standing there looking at all the ingredients in the throat drops, and I'm thinking, this is not great. So I feel good about
food coloring.
Food coloring, so
sugar.
And so they have the Breathe drops and they have the OnGuard drops, which are really great through the winter to help out with any kind of throat stuff or getting sick.
If it's a tummy thing, if they're coming around and saying, oh, I just don't feel that great, I have a couple of stops. My go-to for that is Digest Zen, which is a doTERRA blend, and it's specific for digestive health and sickness. Another thing that I grab is activated charcoal. It's just a cheap supplement that you can pick up. I think I buy this just at our normal grocery store, they have it. But really what this does is it allows any kind of bacteria or anything in their stomach, it clings on to the charcoal and it actually flushes it through the system faster. So they actually use charcoal in hospitals a lot of times if somebody has gotten poison in their system or trying to get
Either
drugs
stomach
out of
pump.
systems. They're using charcoal to bring that out of their system. So I constantly am grabbing for this. It seems to work really well. If it's something that I know is like, we were just with people who said we were puking yesterday, or
Right.
you're like, thanks for coming. This is where I pull out this stuff,
Which I can't say.
which I believe you say Oscillococcinum.
I call it Oscillo.
Oscillios.
Chuck knows what I mean
Yes.
when I say it.
When we say get it, the guys know what we mean. These are like little pellets. They're little tiny balls, and you put them under your tongue, and they just kind of melt and disintegrate. And that, when we have just a little sign of sickness or the first person down, everybody in the family gets that. We start pumping, getting this stuff into our systems as well, because I know that it has prevented us from getting sick.
I know it has, and I know when I go to Walgreens and the entire shelf is cleaned out every time I go, it must work. For other people too, not just us.
Yes, you can order this on Amazon, which I can link below in the description, but I find it to be a little bit less expensive on there. I buy it in bulk, so I think it's like $30-some, but it lasts us for the whole winter. Earaches is another one. Earaches, a lot of people run to the doctor really quickly for an earache because it hurts, and your kids, you don't want to see them screaming in pain from that. I actually have had amazing luck using oils for healing any kind of earache. So you can use you can use either oregano or grapefruit. Sometimes I'll use both, but you're gonna dilute it, put it in your hand, and then you take a cotton ball and you're gonna dip it in the oil, kind of rub it around, and then I have my kids apply it around their ear. So you're going to like go up and down their neck, and that's it. Then you take the little bit of cotton ball that's left and stick it in their ear. Don't drip it into their ear or anything like that. But I kid you not, I don't think I have had to do it more than about 2 times, and it completely kicks any kind of earache.
For myself too, yeah. I just started doing that. But I never really had earaches until the last year. I don't know.
Well, it's weird that you don't ever get them, and that's the first sign for me that I know that I'm going to get sick. My ears start hurting.
It's my throat. My throat is what first starts hurting. The vents too.
Yeah. Another thing that you can do preventative wise is to the vents in your life, in your car, in your house. You
change filters every month, or we try to anyway.
You should be changing your filters. If you're not, do it, because you will be sick a lot if you're not changing your filters often enough. But when you change those filters, you can put essential oils on there. Purify is a great one for this.
It helps with mold spores.
Yes, it'll actually clean the air as it's coming into your house. You can do the same thing in your car. You could probably stick a cotton ball there, but they sell really cute little little diffusers that you can get.
Stick right on your vent.
Yeah, they stick right on your vent, and when you blow the air, it comes at you, and you're getting your air cleaned and the benefit of the oils in yourself as well. So
Purify, the oil that we talked about putting on your vents, you can also put in your diffuser. It will clean the air. I clean my toilet bowl with it as well. But
you know, when everybody's sick, you always just feel like, oh, I need to open up the windows. And in the middle of winter, it's like 5 degrees outside. You can't so much just open your windows and air it all out. So Purify is a great one to do that, to feel like you're actually getting your air clean and getting all the germs out. So normally this time of year, I'm really making sure that I have everything in my natural medicine cabinet so that we can fight all of this stuff off, because we are out on our homesteads. We're not like right next to grocery stores where we can just grab this stuff when it's 11 o'clock at night and the kid has a fever or whatever.
And we're not against
it on hand.
doctors either. I mean, I've had to go to the doctor, but if I don't have to, I'm not gonna. So it's gonna have to be pretty serious for me to do that. And I will if I have to. So the other, like with pink eye, I had pink eye and I was prescribed something several times, and finally
it wasn't getting rid of it.
It wasn't getting rid of it, and finally I went and got liquid aloe vera, and it went right away. And I thought, well, maybe it's because I had so many prescriptions, but I think the aloe vera works.
Yeah, it does. You can use breast milk too if you have that on hand.
Yeah. I'll pass.
Lend you some.
I'll pass.
If your kid gets a fever though, or you yourself, and you need to bring it down, there are times, fevers are really good. You want to keep fevers because that's fighting off whatever it is that they have coming their way. So you want to keep the fever there as long as it's in the safe range. When it starts to get in the 103 range, I start going, we should probably do something here.
Yeah.
Or if they're trying to sleep and they can't, and you know they just need to rest, peppermint oil is really great at bringing down a fever. That was my actual first experience with essential oils. When our mom had brought this stuff home, I was like, I don't know how to use this. I'm just gonna look it up. And I had, my oldest son at the time had a fever, and I applied it down his spine as they had recommended, and it was in 5 minutes, and it had come down like 3 degrees. So it works. I know that it works.
Is there an age range on that?
There is. You don't want to use peppermint oil on really young kids. I want to say, I don't have my chart right in front of me. I actually keep a chart in my essential oil box that breaks it down by age as to when things are safe for different ages. All oils are considered safe to use by the time they're age 7. Under the age of that, you can dilute them further to make them more safe, but I think peppermint, if off the top of my head, was like age 4 maybe, that you could start.
But you want to check that just to be sure. And then there's certain oils you got to make sure you're, if you're pregnant, that you're not using, or at certain ages.
Right, and they're potent. They work. That's why there are age restrictions, and that's why you shouldn't use certain ones when you're pregnant, because they work and they're effective and they do things. So you want to make sure that you're using them at the proper time.
Yeah, they get in your bloodstream within about 30 seconds, so
Yes.
they're in your body, circulatory system.
But I always think it's awesome that they work as well as they do, because a lot of times I think we minimize what the power of plants are. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. They definitely are more powerful than what we give them credit for, and most medicine is plant-based.
yeah, they actually say that a drop of essential oils is 50 to 70 times more potent than the herb itself.
Yeah.
So they really are concentrated. They're taking that plant and they're distilling it and pulling out the best, strongest aspects of that plant, and you're using them to heal your body. And so they're potent and they work. So
Yeah, for sure.
all right, thank you for hanging out with us. We hope that you are ready to face the germs and get your medicine
Yes.
cabinets ready. But I do recommend that you just have the things on hand. It makes your life so much easier. It keeps us from grabbing the things that aren't necessarily as healthy options for our kids. When we have what we need on hand, we have to teach ourselves a little bit to remember to grab those first. It took a little bit of training for us. That was our first line, like, okay, we have all these oils, we have the stuff in our cabinets, let's try it and use it first before we jump to something else.
And I would do that. I would forget to do that, is what I'm trying to say. And Jenna would be like, did you try that for a fever? Or did you try that?
All right, so let us know if you have any questions about anything. We would be happy to help you out. I will link below in the description some of the things that we use that could be purchased off of Amazon. When you purchase something from our link, we are affiliates, just so you know, which means that we will get a small percentage of any purchase that you would make through Amazon. It helps us with our homestead, and we put all of that money right back into working on the homestead and getting other projects done. So I will give you links for that. The doTERRA products as well. I will put links there. But if you would like to get your hands on some of that stuff, it's definitely beneficial to set up a wholesale account so that you can get a deeper discount. It's pretty significant. I think you get about 25% off. So,
And it's like a Costco membership as well. You can get rewards points back and things like that for other products, depending on how you sign up. So.
Yeah, so if you want to get doTERRA products, let us know. We'll help you get that set up and running, but I'll put links to the rest in the description. So
Sounds good.
we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out.
See you soon.